What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about how you can become a MUT millionaire for under $10 in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. I've been getting a lot of requests about cheaper packs, the right type of packs to buy. Breaking it down with no money spent sometimes becomes difficult because when you don't have any cards, it's hard to create stuff, right? So you not being able to grind the game throughout the year, a lot of you guys are saying you just got the game, or even some of my veterans that are getting stalled and like, yo, man, it's really starting to get crazy within, you know, the way that the sets are and when the players drop and everything is advancing so quickly. So it's very difficult to understand the way to make coins. So we're going to jump right into it. Okay, we're going to go into the marketplace, and this is as of March 13th, 2024. I'm going to give you guys some examples about the way that I explore what goes on within the actual store. Okay, because everything in the store is not something that you actually want to utilize. A lot of what's in the store is really, really bad stuff. And, you know, to be honest with you, they're not really good packs. So obviously with the daily, you know, the one coin offer, I've been getting this question a lot. What is the point of this? It's a BND. All right, this is the point, right? In one of these packs, I pulled a BND sap, right? So because I already had sap, it made sense. When you get a card like this doesn't make sense because it's a BND. It's account bound, right? You can't do anything else with it. So just get rid of it. Now, the other thing you can do with the way that works is if you do have like a specific theme team, like that was a Super Bowl card, you can use it in the background for some chemistry to boost your team overall and, you know, some attributes. But generally, if it's no use for it, just quick sell it. Because B&Ds are useless. Like, you see like how I would get that one for 1 cent and then I'll look at this one and I'll say no. The reason I'll say no is because the Ultimate Legend promo has been really, really bad. So if you're looking to just build your team, this might be worth it for you. If you're looking for coins, it's not. It's a big difference because Ultimate Legends have been absolutely garbage this year. Another thing is this, the daily gold player pack for 500 coins, this is a no-brainer. But I do want to point out, back in the day, you could roll like 50 to 60 of these and pull at least 2 to 3 high elites. Now, this entire year, I believe the highest card I've pulled, maybe an 85. What's your highest overall pull out of this? Only the OGs remember when the Get a Gold packs were sick. Whatever they did now to the packs, you can just stay there buying them. Nothing's going to be in them. All right. So in that regard, we're not looking at that. So what we need to talk about right now is specifically where you need to go. What do you need to be looking for if you're trying to find the right way to make coins in the game and you want to spend under $10? All right. So here we go. We're going to go to select offers, right? We're going to take a look at this really quickly. Now, I do want to make sure you guys thoroughly understand, right? Most of these packs, these weekly wildcard packs, are straight garbage. If you guys want to view the info for it to see how much garbage it is, you can just click the triangle button or the Y button on the Xbox controller and see exactly what's going on. I do not in any form or fashion recommend these specific type of packs because you can see the 87 plus, the plus is silent, and then you're going to really get a lot of trash out of there. It's only specific packs that they put out where everybody will buy them and it's like, oh my God, it's sick, bro. Like, yo, you got to get it. I don't like the weekly wildcard because it's not generally something that gives off any type of good come up. Now, the elite bundle, right? Because they have the 594 pluses and people feel that, okay, they got 97s and stuff like that, now it's worth it. I do not believe that any weekly wildcard that's been released has been worth this amount of money. I will give you certain AKA crew players. I would give you like the cover athletes, some of the other promos, even like the Super Bowl with the, you know, the lighted up tokens. This I do not believe. So I'm just trying to walk you through some of the things. If you're thinking about it the way that I want you to think about it, what are the value of the cards? What is the highest level of the card you can pull on the day that you're buying packs? Think about it like that. Because right now, the cards that are released are all trash. You got 98 speed receiver, you got Chen, he's a 98 speed safety, but nobody really cares about them. They're not going for that kind of value. You need to wait for something that makes sense. And I think what EA is going to do is gear that up towards golden tickets. So if you were going to spend more money, you would want to wait until that time. So explaining that stuff and making you guys see that even though it's like a bundle that gives you a bunch of 94s, the value of it is still not right because you're going to probably not get a lot of good stuff out of it. With training, right, the mystery pack has been hit or miss. And when I say hit or miss, you're missing most of the time. It's been terrible. EA Sports has literally just not even put anything in it. You can't even get coal in this mystery pack. Like, bro, it's bad. So at this time, I wouldn't gamble with training overall. I don't know why didn't they just bring back the training variety pack, bro, and just let us pull for limiteds when we want, just make it easy. They've tried so many ways to just take away any fun that we've had, because to be honest, this has been an L overall. It hasn't been good. It's been bad. So I can never recommend it. All right? Now, let's talk about this, because here's where you're going to find where you can get the discounted packs throughout the season. That's going to make sense. Now, in this regard, right, you see like I have the Platinum pack, and then I have the Genki Force, and you see the Triumph Elite pack, stuff like that. As these things open up, you'll notice that they're discounted, right? These are discounted packs, so you can kind of gauge what you're going to do with it, how it's going to work out, stuff like that. Like, what do you really want to do with it? All right? This is what I want you guys to understand. A pack like this for 400 points, it doesn't matter that Genki Force is not available anymore. All right? Don't worry too much about the way that it's set up with the program. Worry about the cards itself, because this is how you accumulate cards to complete the set, right? So I have about 690 left. So I'm going to show you something, right? I'm going to go ahead and get this pack right here, the Platinum pack, right? It's nothing really like guaranteed with it. It's nothing like that. But regardless of what they give you, you're going to be able to get something like right here. That 91 is huge because you can use it in other sets, which I'll show you later, to create other players that'll help you to get cards that you can then sell to get more MUT coins, right? But for this one, obviously it wasn't that good of a pack. You made 23,000. But the 91's value is not to be sold. If you pulled something like a 96 or a 97, which is very, very rare, you would throw it up on the auction house. But as of right now, it would make no sense to do anything with that 91 other than put it in a set. Now, with a thing like this for 400 points, right? Genki Force, you guys are like, yo, G, the Genki Force promo sucked. Yo, what were they doing? It doesn't matter, right? I want you to see what's in it. 286 plus and 283 pluses. So there's nothing really high overall. There's nothing really crazy going on about it. What is the purpose of purchasing this? Let's see what they give us. Trash. Okay. Trash. More trash. And a little bit more trash. Now, look. Now you have something to utilize. All right? The 89s can go into anything that's an 89 to 90 set, like the Harvest, to help you make 92s. The 86, you can use those to make 90s. 86, 87s and stuff like that. The 84s, you can use for team-specific set to make other cards. So let's go ahead and break this down right now, because we only spent like whatever 600 points, which is about $6, right? It's about $6. Let's go ahead now and see what we can do with those current cards. So what you would do is you would go into sets, and like I told you guys, everything is pretty much a breakdown of how you're going to work it, right? So with the current thing that they just dropped, which is weekly wildcards, the weekly wildcards is set up in a way where you can use that 84 to 85 and you can make some of the, higher level cards. So let's take a look at it down here, right? Because you would actually need, 85. So we just got an 85, whatever, inside the pack. I think we got an 84, 85, an 89, and some other garbage, whatever it is. These cards, right, the lower level cards, you would utilize them to make cards that would go into sets to then create whatever type of card you wanted. Now, a lot of the packs that I get are from Super Bowl wins. I'm giving you guys an example of how you can utilize very, very low priced packs to create cards as well. So as we go through it, right, say you wanted any of these cards here. There's a new Trayvon Diggs. I think we had it set up where we could pretty much put together these sets relatively easy. So this 94 I actually pulled live after a Super Bowl win, and then you'll see that it's any 94 overall player, and then it's any 94 overall veteran player if you wanted the TJ Edwards, right? So you would go through and have to figure out, like, how am I going to make this? This is where it gets complicated. Like, how am I going to make a 94? Like, what's going on, right? So you would go down to the 94 weekly wildcard, okay? This would be the champion exchange, whatever it is. You would receive a 94 weekly wildcard, which would consist of everything that was going on. So you see like how it says 291 overall weekly wildcard players? Those players are specific. The 94 we already got from earlier, right? But this is an exchange. So if you were looking to do something like this, I wouldn't recommend doing it this way, because you're pretty much exchanging players that may be used in other sets to create higher overall players. You don't have to be specific to whatever the weekly thing is. The only reason that I'm showing you that is because everybody during the day of a drop will be talking about whatever that day, whatever was dropped that day. So that's just an example of what people do. Oh my God, I want to get one of the new drop players. Let me go into the promo and see what set, what works for it. You don't have to do it that way. You can accumulate your cards utilizing them in different ways, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at what I was talking about before, because we definitely pulled at 89, right? So how would we use that 89? We would use it in the harvest. And, right now it's grayed out because EA Sports, dude, there's just straight bugs everywhere. Don't worry about it, dude. They need some raid at EA Sports headquarters. But anyway, I'm just going to give you guys some examples. You would go over here, right? You would go over to harvest. And then you guys would see, like I was saying before, this takes 89 to 90s. So we would use that in this set to make a 92. The 92s can be used in various ways. Super Bowl, whatever. You could use it in the other set I just showed you before. There's certain sets inside of the weekly wild cards that you could do as you build up. But things that you get for spending little money, you can hold on to and accumulate. And you can start to make other stuff. So, with everything that we've just gone over with the cards that we pulled, you can wait weekly and get that 1 set pack, the 1 cent pack every day. You can look for the weekly deals where the packs are like 200, 300 and start to accumulate stuff. What starts to happen is you start to see that it gets more and more filled up. You're able to put together 93s. You'll start to accumulate these different type of things where now you'll see it's 11 of 16. You'll see it's 1 of 5. You'll start to see as you scroll down to the set what is available. Look, we can make a 95 overall. What goes into the 95 overall Super Bowl player? 92s. I just showed you how to make 92s. You can scroll down and see it. And then you start to make sets that way. And then over time, you build up. If we wanted to make a 94, we can make a 94. What goes into this? 91s. We just pulled a 91. And this is what you do. Other than that, you will have to grind the game if you're no money spending. You guys know, the way I detail that with the way we do the field pass, grinding Super Bowls, stuff like that. But I have to make sure that it's fair, that you can spend money, but make it reasonable. Unless the cards are really OP, you don't go crazy. And with everything that I've shown you today, I'm hoping that you guys will be able to see you can still make the coins just by utilizing garbage that EA gives you. You just have to know what set is what. So even with the other 85s and all the other stuff that they, gave us that was trash, focus in on this. Well, not the grayed out screen. This is all EA Sports. But focus in on core sets, okay? Focus in on the other type of promos that were there, because that's the only way that you're going to make coins. There is no other way. There is no real, I'm just going to come out here and make coins type situations. You have to accumulate a lot of these low-level cards and utilize these sets to make more. And you don't need to act on it the same day. And once you start to get your level up and you realize oh my God, I got an 85. I could go over here. I could do other stuff. I can make 86 to 87s. I can go to the other set and make more. When you start to realize that, that's when you become dangerous. Team builders, you know what I'm saying? You can make 89s, you can make 85s when you get garbage from EA Sports. Start to look and analyze it and see what's going on, and you will be better. And as you get to accumulate it, when they drop the free agents, you're going to make a lot of coins, because right now I'm just trying to gear you up for what's coming next, to understand that there can be a balance and you're not giving EA all your cash. So let me know if you have any other questions or comments as we go through building these things up, and we're going to be looking out for the free agency dropping tomorrow. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.